Well, good morning. All right. Beautiful day. We've been having some good weather this week, and it's going to be good all week. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I can in the yard. Even though it's good fishing weather, I've been staying home just getting caught up with a lot of stuff. I want to talk to you today maybe about, since I'm a backyard homesteader, and hopefully we have many of y'all watching the videos and learning stuff how to grow in your backyard. But one of the key things is learning how to grow vertically. And even though I don't have a whole lot of that going on, but I got this thing here. It's just a container, and I took a wire panel, and I probably cut it down to fit in there, right? You know what I mean? And it's like 7 feet high. And so I got honeydew melons growing in here. But I want to make another one. Now, I don't have this wire, but I have a roller wire that I had gotten a while back from a woman that her husband passed away, and she finally was cleaning out his stuff, and he had a greenhouse, and he had all kind of these containers, pot. Now, he had all kind of sizes, and these are all the smaller ones, but all the big ones I sold. I did pretty good. On went and cleared it all out, and I still have another source that I get some from. Like, look at this big one right here I just recently got, and I got some nice size ones in there. I'm trying to build it up again, and I'll sell some more when I need it. But here's this wire. See this wire right here? It's a lot smaller squares, right, than this, right? You see this wire here? Smaller squares I used. So I have a roll of this, and what I want to do, I want to make another one like this, make another one like this, but I don't have that wire, so I have the roller wire, so I'm gonna make me one. I got all my stuff out here, and I have this roll of wire right here, okay, and I have my container, so I'm gonna cut it to fit in here. I need a good size opening, because what I want to plant in here is watermelon. So they say now the watermelon I'm growing is a baby, sugar baby. I think it's a sugar baby or something, but the vines only get 3 to 4 feet long, so that's perfect for this. And then you'll get a watermelon off of one of the vines, like up to 12 pounds. So that's a nice size watermelon for growing in a small area, because I've tried growing watermelon before, and I did one time, was very successful at it, but man, it took up so much space. And this is a video, I'd have to go look into my archives for it, but I actually had a grow bed. Now, this is before I even had my greenhouse. I didn't even have a greenhouse, but I had a grow bed sitting, and I made like a ramp from the grow bed all the way to over here with this wire, and that whole thing, planted it way back here, past probably about where the greenhouse starts, about from that area. A big old long chute. I had to support it. I had supports, and man, that whole thing was filled with vines and watermelons. It did pretty good, and so I'm really wanting to. Wait a minute, I'm just looking at something. Okay, I'm really wanting to do the watermelon thing again. So I'm gonna make another one of these with another wire, and I possibly might make 2 of them. Okay, now at one time in my backyard here, I didn't have the swing, and I didn't have my fire pit here, and I had an arch here. I had everywhere you walked under here, we had a roof, because I would grow melitons. I was growing all kind of stuff that would needed to vine, from cucumbers and squash, zucchinis, melons, anything that would need the vine. I had it all growing and hanging above, you know, and it wasn't the prettiest looking thing. But I just felt led to kind of start cleaning up things and targeting certain things to grow, because at that time I would buy every seed that they were selling in the stores and growing everything that you could grow, and half of the stuff we weren't even eating. And so I started targeting, getting down to just the you know, just the bottom line of the stuff that we're going to eat, so I'm not wasting food. Now of course, a lot of stuff that was left over I would feed to my chickens and stuff, so it was good in that sense. But I'm trying to run a business here too, selling trees, so I got to kind of somewhat make my backyard look a little better than all that looked. That was really that wouldn't be like to have people coming over, and this is just for, that would be just for me to enjoy all the overhead stuff. But so anyway, to say all that, I need to do a little bit more vertical growing with some things. Okay, now I do have on the fence, I do have wire going up on my fence in a couple of spots, as you can see there, and to tie up the blackberries. And the blackberries don't vine on their own. You got to pull them up and tie them up. So that's going to be areas for me to pull up my blackberries, the canes, and to tie them up. And I really should probably put one behind the goji berries, because they're another one that needs something to tie them off. They don't have the little arms that trellis on anything, but these get really long canes on them too. I don't know if they call them canes or whatever, but anyway, I might wind up having to go buy a wire and kind of put in the back there to be able to tie them off too. Anyway, here I got all my stuff out, guys. I got 2 containers out here. I have some wire. Now what I'm going to do with the wire, I'm going to this is only what, 3 feet. I got to cut a little bit off, and then I'm going to put another one on top and double it. Okay, so I have the tools and the little connectors for it right here. I'll show you how I do that. And I have this is a little Harbor Freight grinder, man, for, I don't know, I think I don't know what I paid, something really cheap, $8.99 maybe. I don't know, it might be more today, but at the time I think I paid $8.99 for it. I think it was on sale. I think they select normally $12.99. I got it for $8.99. And as long as you're not cutting big thick metal, I mean, this thing will last you forever if you're just cutting little wire. So that's one reason I got it around here, so I could cut these wires. And so anyway, so that's what I have here. I'm going to get started on working on this, and I'm just gonna set the camera up. You can watch me build it and work on it, and hopefully maybe might give you an idea of doing something like this. And if you do get into it, you know, buying a roll of wire. Now, I didn't buy this. Like I said, this is the remnants of something that I don't know which size it was originally. But off of this roll of the remnant that I have this left. I'll be able to do this easily, and even have some more left. And I also did made my trellis for, you know, back there for. That's going to be my cherry tomatoes. I'm going to tie off on that. I got 4 cherry tomatoes back there, and I'll tie them to that. And over here I have my pickling cucumbers, and I got 4 plants back here, and they'll grow up on this. And then I have the larger wire there. Now, I could possibly take that down and use that behind the goji berries, and take some more of this stuff I have here and put it up there. Now, I didn't do that because this is a lot, it's not as strong as that is. But if I have to add something in between, you know, for support, I could do that. You know, we're not talking about a whole lot of weight, but So that's a possibility. I might do that. That way I won't have to go buy the wire. I try to do whatever I can without buying as much as hardly anything. I try to collect stuff. People giving stuff away, I'll take it. And then I try to keep stuff around here that I know I'll use one day. And I try to hang on to stuff, you know. I try not to get too much of a hoarder or collecting a lot of junk. I try to keep just stuff that I need. And so anyway, let me set the camera up. We'll get to working on this, and you can watch me, and hopefully you can see really how simple this is, how easy it is, and might be something that you might want to do. Now I got to run an extension cord over here. I don't have no power over here. Let me give me a cord. Now what I got to do, and I already have some mud in these containers because I had stuff growing in them. So hopefully I don't have to empty it out any, but I'm gonna try to maybe soften up the edges in the inside the container, so that I could be able to put the wire down in it. Oh yeah, it's gonna work out good. Okay, I think we're gonna be able to do this pretty good. Okay, it's nice and soft. It'll work pretty good, I believe. Now, this wire, when I had gotten it, the bottom of it, the part that was sitting on the ground, got rusted, right? So, so I need to cut off some of this here. What I'm going to do first, I need to cut my piece out that I need. Okay, so now I want to leave me an opening and be able to get the watermelon out once I get it. So let me see what it looks like, the diameter. So we got like over 4 feet. So if I did 3 feet, that'll give me about a good foot opening. So 3 feet. So that's 36 inches. The wire. Now the wire is 2 inches. So 36 divided by 2 is what? 18. So I need 18 of these, and then I'll cut it. All right. I'm gonna watch this stuff because, I mean, you know, you will get stuck with it, and you are gonna get stuck with it. So I mean, it's just part of fooling with wire. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 18. Okay. Check it again. Make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I want to cut there. Now I need to cut this part off that's rusted here. This is an end that I'm digging in here if I want to kind of get the sharp edge off. I got this other side cut off. Let's see how tall this is. It's 32. 64. I might wind up putting like maybe 2.5 in each one, you know. So see how that's coming out now? Now I'm going to make another one, and then I'm going to connect them together. With this little setup here. Okay, and you can get this. I got this at Tractor Supply, real cheap. It's not no expensive tool. You buy a bag of these clips, and you buy this little thing here. You set the clip in here. You put that around the wire, and when you squeeze it, it wraps it around the wires and holds it together pretty good. All right, so we gotta make another one of these. I'm going to see if I can keep my hand out the way so you guys can see it. I'm sure it's going to be a little hard getting started here by yourself. I would suggest that you had help. Now this is thinner wire, so it's going to be a little loose, I can see. Going to put it on every other one. So let's just show you up close. You just set it in here, and it doesn't matter which side of this thing, you know, this side or this side, and then kind of just put a little pressure on it to hold it in place. You're going to put the two wires in the little channel and pull up on it where it's tight in here, and then you squeeze it and it wraps around it. Let's see if we can maybe get you closer in here. I'm definitely not going to need to add any more onto this. This is going to be plenty. I mean, the vines are only going to be 3 to 4 feet. This is more like 6 feet, or 5.5 feet. Now, I'm going to do something with this one, and I'm probably not going to be able to do it the other one unless I can find something I can use. But see, it is kind of loose now. I am going to fill it up with mud in the bottom of the container, you know, in the container. And when I fill it up, it's going to make it even to move around less. But I also wanted to put like a support in here. And let's see how it's going to go to there. So let me do this, I think. I'm thinking I want to do this. Let's see if I can. Yeah. And then we'll go here. There we go. Now this should strengthen it up some. Maybe not, you know, maybe it won't, I don't know. Now, this is some chicken manure, guys. Now, I'm going to put it in there now so that when I plant my seeds won't be in the manure. Even though I think the manure is pretty much close to being dry, I don't think it'll burn it. I've been using it on everything, and nothing's burned. Everything's growing fine. And you can tell when if your fertilizer's too hot, because things will grow really fast and then die out. I'm not having a really fast, but I'm having a good, nice, slow growth. But I'm having continual growth, which that's normal. I'm going to use some of this mud just to fill it in the rest of the way. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a measurement at the bottom and maybe do something at the top to kind of hold it at the same opening measurement. See some worms in here. That's good. Let me get Alright, so now I'm going to plant me some, I have some watermelon seeds left. Now I had planted 6 of them in the greenhouse. Let me go check. Not one of them germinated, and it's a brand new pack of seeds. So I'm going to go get the, I checked inside. Yeah, nothing germinated here. So I find some seeds are just like that. The what they call them, the honeydew seeds, the honeydew melon. I planted 12 of them because the seeds, you know, were a couple of years old, and so I went ahead and planted 12 of them. Only one germinated. So when I planted that one here, I went ahead and stuck 6 more in the ground, and 3 of the 6 came up. So I'm going to have a total of 4 in here. So that might be too much. I might have to pull one up. I don't know. We'll see when they start growing. But I'm going to direct seed the watermelon. Now it looks like it's leaning back. Let me see if I can get in front of it down a little more maybe. Yeah. Or pull the back up some. Let's see. All right. Okay, so I have these little bush sugar baby watermelons, and they say on here, vines grow only 3 to 4 feet long. 12-pound round melons have sweet, juicy flesh. All right, so I have 2, 3, 6. I got 9 seeds I'm gonna put in here because I don't know. I didn't have any germinate before, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay. So all we got to do is now wait, and definitely I'll keep you updated on other videos that come out about the progress on this. Now guys, this is a little more flimsy. Well, it's just as flimsy as this. We'll see. We'll see what I'll have to do to support everything. You know, I might have to do some more supporting of the cage. When if I get a 12-pound or a couple of 12-pound watermelons hanging in here, I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Okay, but there you have it. There, that's going to be my little watermelon vertical cage that I made there, and I think I'm gonna go make another one. And I just need to find a place to put it. And I don't think that'll be too hard to do. So I'm going to go make the other one. But other than that, guys, think about growing vertically. If you got some tight space, you're doing this in your backyard, going up is a good way to, you know, to get things going. You know, we're you know, 3 to 4 foot vines. If you did that on the ground, so you would need a bed. you know, at least 5 feet by 5 feet, let's say, to grow one plant in, or maybe 2 plants. So you would need a lot bigger space. But going here, see, this is only 3 feet circumference here, well, 4 feet circumference, but it's round. It's not laid out flat, it's round, so it's only taking up about 18 inches space going up. So I mean, you know, think about that too when you planning your backyard garden. So I just want to kind of throw that out at you guys, what I'm doing today. I'm going to go build another one and get that completed, and I don't know what I'm going to grow in there. I'm going to have to go buy some seeds to put something else in there. Maybe I'll go get some more watermelon seeds and maybe do another thing with watermelons, because I really like to get some watermelons this year. All right, okay guys, well, thanks for joining in, tuning in, and if this is something that's helpful to somebody you know or to you, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and please share. If you know somebody that's getting into wanting to start a backyard garden, and you know they're not too sure how to do everything. I mean, you know, I'm not the total expert on all this. You can look, I got over 350 videos. You can go start looking through the videos, all the stuff that I'm doing in my backyard, and maybe give you some ideas, you know. Remember, always remember this: you can't copy everything I'm doing. You can't copy anybody, but you can learn what you need to do for you and start adjusting. You're going to have to adjust everything. You might start off like doing something like somebody you're watching on YouTube, and then you might have a little failure, or maybe not that good of a yield, you know, and you might have to tweak some things, because remember, everything's different from one homesteader to another when it comes to soil, atmosphere, air, water, just the way, you know, there's memory for the plants, as how you work with them, and all that kind of stuff comes into play with your own garden. So you're going to have to learn how to tweak things to work for you. So it's not hard. Just got to get out there and do it and try it. Just don't, when you fail, don't not do it again. Maybe try it another way. Try to tweak something and get success at some things. So we were created to, I believe, to do this. You know, the Lord was looking in the beginning, before the fall of man. The Lord was looking for someone to till the earth, and so, or to tend the earth, take care of the earth. And so it's in all of us to do this. So you can do it. I just encourage you. You can do it. So give it a shot, guys. See you on the next video. Be blessed. Okay. Bye.